So let me just take you through this issue that the naturalization. These people applied for naturalization in 2008 when someone else was minister of, or they obtained their permanent residence in 2008 when someone else was minister of Home Affairs. They obtained their, some of them obtained their naturalization in 2013 when someone else was Minister of Home Affairs. In both instances, it wasn't me. Then the issue is raised that a number of arguments are raised, including that they are highly invested. Secondly, that you grant permanent residence to a father but not the wife. And they ask you to regularize that and correct it. So the application is made. By law, it's directed, because it's an appeal. Law says the appeal is made to the minister to overturn the decision of the Director General. But in practice, the minister refers, once an appeal is made to you, as the minister, you refer it to the DG, and the DG refers it further backward to the staff in the department, to then look at this and assess whether there are grounds, valid grounds for the appeal. And they make those assessments because they've got the capacity. They can go back to the documents submitted in 2008, go back to the first time that an individual arrived in the country. On the basis of that, they then look at whether the appeal is justified or not. And here, the issue was a technical appeal. It's not that you granted citizenship to somebody who had not qualified. The issue was, no, you can submit your application later. But there was a fact that the husband already had naturalization, and therefore the wife, you needed to regularize that. So they look at all the facts, and I'm sure the DG of Home Affairs can explain this to you. And having done all of that, they then say, Minister, we recommend that we actually overturn my decision, because it comes to you when the DG has signed. Basically saying, overturn my decision because new facts have come to light. We've reconsidered the matters. That's the whole principle of appeal. It's the same in government as it is in the courts. When you overturn an appeal, you are not indicting the previous judge. You are saying, on the basis of new facts, a new decision must be taken. And in this instance, it came from the same department which had made the determination. The Director General of Home Affairs will also indicate some of the inconsistencies in the letters that have been peddled in the media. But you could have paid a bit of attention to asking questions about that than hurrying to me to ask me to answer to allegations that you did not care to ask the person who made them to prove. Because the target here is not the person making the allegation. The target is the person against whom the allegation is made. Completely to tarnish my name. Completely to defocus me from the work I have to do. I hope you are not part of that agenda. My family has not been spared. My wife has been ravished. My father is being ravished in his death. It cannot be right. It just simply cannot be right. And I'm sure that when the public protector looks at all of these issues, now that the matters are at the hands of the public protector, let us trust that she will do a thorough job so that we can get to the bottom of the matter, so that when we talk about the urgent issues of the economy, we don't get diverted to allegations that have not been proved. where anybody can jump around making an allegation, it would seem to me, you say, it would appear that the Guptas have benefited. It would seem to me that in my exercise of my duties as Minister of Home Affairs, I actually made many decisions. There was an instance when a professor in the technology faculty at UJ was being asked by the department to return to the country of origin to apply for a change of his visa, because the regulations say if you change your visa condition, you need to go back to the country of origin. The Vice Chancellor at UJ appealed to me that, but Minister, if that happens, he is going to be gone for long, and because we don't know how long the process will take, the students will be affected. Can you please grant him a waiver? And we did. There was a teacher in Limpopo teaching critical skills, critical subjects. The Department of Home Affairs said we can't grant you permanent residence because you are not employed full-time. And the Department of Basic Education in Limpopo said we can't employ you full-time because you don't have permanent residence. Now the guy is here stuck between the two departments. My decision was, DG of Home Affairs, call the head of Department of Basic Education in Limpopo, resolve this issue to grant this teacher permanent residence so that they can teach. Because if they were to leave the country, it's South African children that are going to be affected. You haven't bothered to ask how many other such decisions have been made by you in the conduct of your duty, by your predecessors and by your successors. You will be surprised to know that there are many such decisions. And I'm sure that the Department of Home Affairs will give you relevant information. I think what we need to do now is to allow the public protector to do the work that she has to do. She will be furnished with all the support she needs and documentation she needs, so that I know that the campaign against us will continue. It's a campaign. It started at the very appointment on the 30th of March. It's a campaign. There are people paid to run this campaign, and they will run this campaign whatever the facts. The issue is not the facts. The truth just stand in the way, inconveniently stand in the way of a good story. So we will remain focused on our work. We will not be dissuaded from implementing our work and focusing on transformation. And we will carry on. Thank you very much.